It's easier to establish a physical connection with someone. And do you have any advice on how someone can deepen some relationship with a physical connection? The physical connection relates to, I suppose, chemistry. But chemistry isn't the same as deep contraction. And in my program, I teach an attraction formula that has 4 parts that creates deep attraction. So the first part is chemistry, which is the part you are talking about: excitement, the physical connection, the animal connection, and the other 3 parts are perceived value, perceived challenge, and connection. Perceived value is about someone's perception of your value. Now we have all the intrinsic value, but perceived value is super important. If someone doesn't perceive us of having the value, they are not wanting to be with us in a relationship. Or so we need ways of creating perceived values. And we talk about this because there are things that can do at first dates that creates perceived value. Then there is perceived challenge, which is not giving all of your value up front. Just because you can create some Michelin star meal, it doesn't mean you should do it for everyone. You have to allow people to earn their respect, earn their value, and not giving all your value simply because you really like someone. That is really dangerous thing to do, actually. One of the things I've said for years is, don't invest in someone based on how much you like them, but invest in the person who wants to invest in you. So that if you feel someone is investing in you and you give more values, but you don't give all your value to someone who is not perceiving it, the irony is that if you give all your values to someone who is not respecting it, there's no challenge as per your perceived value actually drops, because what someone says, if we've all had the feelings at some point in our lives where someone wants to do too much for us so quickly, whether it's a romantic relationship or the friendship, anything you feels like in that scenario, it makes us suspicious. It is, what is going on and why am I being given so much when we barely know each other, and how can you love me this much when we don't even barely know each other? So we conclude that there must be in some sort of desperation or some kind of strange agenda on their part that is fueled by, I don't know, it is something that doesn't come from a genuine connection because we've never met. You have to be careful about how you give that value. And then connection is the extent to which you feel seen by someone and you truly see them in order to have chemistry on the physical level. No one needs to really understand the other person. You don't need to be seen, and you happen to have some kind of physical connection in that moment. But it is not the same. I feel truly seen by this person. This person understands who I am. Maybe they understand my journey. Maybe they relate to my trauma. Maybe they relate to my worldview. And I understand their value. I respect their value. I know all of that stuff that makes us feel like I have and we have so much more connection and deeper soulful relationship with this person. So all 4 of those things has to be in present for deeper attraction. And the reason I feel like that model, because lots of people who says, I was something physical and it was just really fun, and then they just disappeared. Oh well, okay. There's also the possibility they are just not ready for anything real. But we have to consider the possibility that one of those components of deep attraction weren't being fulfilled, and that's why it didn't continue. What's up, guys? I just wanted to let you know briefly that I have a free guide if you have not downloaded yet. That is very, very powerful. It is called the 9 Texts And it gives you 9 specific text messages you can use to create attraction with someone you are seeing right now and would like to see. They're really easy to use, and you can even make them your own. But once you read them, you will understand why they work, and then you can start applying them. Go to 9text.com to download that PDF, and you can use it for the next 60 seconds.